Yeah. Yeah. All right. We are live on YouTube. We are live on YouTube. How's everyone doing today? How's it going? Welcome to episode number 1230. That's right. Episode number 1230 of Navigating the Modern World with Eli. The Walking with Purpose live edition, live today from Red Morton Park. It's chilly, it's 52 degrees. Sun's about to set. Today's stream is going to be the stream I did earlier will be put back to public later this evening. But first, let's address SB. One more time, the stream that my girlfriend Dawn and I did earlier has been put to private, and it will be set back to public later this evening in its entirety, unedited. There was one part where we lost the connection, and YouTube will splice that and put it together. It's the full unedited version. It will be put back to public. There is nothing wrong with the stream. There's a reason why I put the stream to private. And once I'm done saying what I have to say here in this stream, it'll be put back to public. And whatever people choose to do after that, that is on them. If they want to review it under fair use and they follow fair use laws properly, have at it, right? The one thing I will not do is contribute to outrage. Now, I want to make it very clear, the live chat has been disabled for this stream. The live chat has been turned off. So, if you're wondering why you can't chat, it is because I deliberately turned it off. I do not want to be interrupted at all during this stream. I also do not want to upset my audience. I am not going to take any chances on anything creating more outrage than this other group of people not only have already done, but constantly do as their form of content constantly. And this is what I've been trying to explain to my own audience. And I love my audience. I love all of you. First, my lovely lady Dawn. I love her with all my heart, and I have the utmost respect in her. And she is a very strong woman. But when people out here on YouTube intentionally play people's emotions to their content's advantage, that's pretty messed up. And there are some pretty experienced people in this group. I'm going to call them the Three Stooges, okay? I think they already know who they are. I think from this point on, we're just going to label them the Three Stooges, right? Because they basically all do the same exact thing. Now, some of them don't do it as often, but they have the same content strategy. Let's see, what we can take out of context and say things that are going to emotionally react people on YouTube, such as the people in my chat or even my lady Dawn on the stream. Give me a second. I got to turn off my do not disturb, or turn it on, I mean. Okay, sorry about that. We are back live. We are back live, babe. You can send me text messages throughout this stream. I do not care if somebody is rebroadcasting, such as, let's say, if Sarah rebroadcasts this, whatever, don't worry about it. I don't need to know about it. But I do want to make sure that she hears this message, and same with other people in that group. But babe, if you can hear me and see me, can you please send me a text message? It'll pop up on my phone because you can bypass my do not disturb. Send it to my phone and let me know, and briefly, so I can see it in the notification. Okay? I would appreciate that. Yes, thank you, babe. I just got your text. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. And if you can't hear me or anything, babe, just send me a one-line text. No audio, blah blah blah. All good, and I'll see it pop up. Thank you so much. So again, the live chat has been disabled, babe. The live chat, you cannot access it, right? Just type in no chat if the chat's not there. I want to make sure there's no chat there, right? No chat. Thank you, babe. Appreciate that. Thank you. Love you. Thank you. So, before I get to addressing Sarah, aka known as SB, right? The defendant has made some postings on his community wall. If you're new here, you're not going to understand what's going on. This stream is primarily for people that have been around for a while. If you're new, I don't know what to tell you. I just don't know what to tell you. I'm sorry. But the defendant's been making some community postings. I'll probably address those another time. The other woman in the group, there's 3 people. There's the defendant, Mr. J, there's Miss T, and then there's SB, also known as Sarah. And they all have a very similar type of content style, and they all have a very similar way of, in my opinion, antagonizing people for an emotional reaction, and then spinning that out of context to lead the audience to believe it's worse than it is, to get them to dogpile in the comment section and to, keep the outrage going in that community over there, right? And I put my stream, the stream I did with Dawn earlier, our stream from earlier, I put that to private literally less than 30 minutes after it ended. I can tell you for a fact right now, I saw on my phone that stream is still processing. And Miss T claimed on her community wall that she already got the transcript to the entire stream before I took it down. There's only one possible way she could have that transcript, and I doubt she has it. I think she's just trying to enrage the audience, right? So the only way, there are a few ways you can get a transcript from a YouTube video. You have to either A, wait for the video to finish processing. Whether you upload a pre-recorded video or you wait for a live stream replay to process. The minimum processing time is typically about an hour or so, an hour or 2. But most live streams take about 12 hours to process. Not because it actually takes that long, because YouTube processes a lot of videos, and when the backlog gets pretty big, it takes a while to get to yours, right? But it'll tell you in YouTube Studio when a video is still processing. Now, until that video, whether it's live or pre-recorded, is finished processing, A, no transcript will appear on YouTube. that, and also you cannot use a transcription program that will download your transcript from YouTube, from the YouTube video, right? Meaning using YouTube's back end called an API to download it, right? And the actual video to be downloaded can't be downloaded until the video is processed. So I can tell you for a fact, there was no transcript available on the YouTube video at that time. There still isn't because it hasn't finished processing yet, as of right before I went live. And there was no, you can't download a video that's not done processing, right? Miss T claims that she has a transcript. There's only one way she could have it. That's if she screen recorded my live stream, which is what I think she did. Now, if she screen recorded it, she probably started screen recording shortly after I went live. That means she's probably missing at least the first minute or two of the video. If she has a screen recorded video, she can then put that through other transcription services online where you can upload the video file and it'll transcribe it, right? Let's hypothetically speak and say that Miss T, shortly after I went live, opened up her StreamYard and started screen record my video, right? Now, to also mention SB Sarah, in her comment section of her community wall, after she made a few postings, including one that basically stated that my girlfriend Dawn was trolling her in a what do you call it? What's the best way? I don't want to use the word that she put. In a harmful way. Let's use that word. And she basically, Sarah basically posted on her community wall that on, I guess she meant on our live stream, that Dawn was trolling her. That never happened. Dawn said a few things on the stream because she's still hurt over some things that happened in the past, and so are many other people, over some of the content that SB created in the past. Now listen, I'm over that. I've gotten over that. I'm past that. But I can't speak for Dawn. I can't speak for Tia. I can't speak for Sandra. I can't speak for ODN, right? I can only speak for myself, right? And the content that was created in the past was some pretty nasty content. But again, I'm over it. And even for the most part, Dawn and Sandra and Tia and ODN, we're over it. But it still hurts these people a little bit. Now, I said a lot of nice things about Sarah on the previous stream. I'm not going to take those back. I truly meant what I said, because that's what I think is going on. And what I'm trying to get you folks to understand, so you don't get emotional in the future and basically give her a reason to make postings like my girlfriend Dawn is trolling her in a harmful way, which is absolutely hogwash nonsense, right? Okay? Don't let it get to you. I'll tell you folks, these three people, the three stooges, okay? These three people, right? Miss T, Mr. J, and SB. They are masters of creating outrage for drama content. That's their specialty. They're good at that. I acknowledge that. Hey, in my opinion, it's nothing to be proud of. But I acknowledge that. Got to give credit where credit's due. They're masters of creating outrage. whether it's making things up, taking things out of context, whatever, right? And their job is to crawl under everyone's skin and get massive emotional reactions, right? You see, that's why earlier today, I talked to Dawn before the show, and Dawn was fine. Dawn is still fine. Dawn did a good job. Let me tell you, Dawn, for everything that Dawn has been through, she handled the show pretty well. And I think even Dawn now gets my point. And I firmly believe that Dawn and everyone else really wanted to just not react when I was talking about Sarah. But for some reason, even hearing her name really triggers some people. And that's because of their past experiences with her. That's what it is, ma'am. That's all it is. And I think you understand that. I think you fully understand that. No one is saying anything bad about you, Sarah. I'm not saying anything bad about you, and neither is my girlfriend or anyone else. A lot of people are just reacting at the way you perform on YouTube, just like Mr. J does and Miss T does. You folks are performers, right? I've learned to understand that. You've said clocking in, clocking out. Okay, that's what it is, right? So I've learned to understand that. So any emotional shit that you try to, get me with to overreact emotionally no longer works, because I understand what you're trying to do. Most other people don't understand, which is why it's so successful and beneficial for you folks to keep doing that. And all I've been trying to tell my audience is, look, I'm not trying to control your speech. I'm not trying to tell you what to do. What I'm saying is, don't give these people what they want, right? If you want to talk about them and address poor behavior, do it in a cool, calm, and collected way. Hey, look, I'm getting a little amped up right now, but this is my passion. I'm not triggered, and I'm not emotional. I'm emphasizing my words. Nothing wrong with that. But if they see you getting emotional on stream or getting emotional in the chat with your words, they feed off of that. They're like a hungry bear, ready to grab at whatever they can, right? And all I'm trying to say is that, why give them that, right? Why give them that? That's all I was trying to say. And this is why I turned up the chat here, because I don't want anyone here overreacting on my end emotionally and affecting me from being able to get these words out properly, because I care about each and every one of you, right? I refuse to fuel the outrage. I refuse to fuel the outrage. And if the outrage doesn't stop, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep the chat turned off and just go live and do pre-recorded videos and highly moderate the comment section. I don't want any more outrage on my channel. I'm tired of the outrage. And look, I'm not upset at anyone over here on my end. What I'm saying is, we need to do our part to not let the outrage get to us, because if we let the outrage get to us, if we allow these people to get to us emotionally, every time we react, they make content out of it. They poke and prod and all that. And here's the thing. Many of you will say, well, they're going to do it anyway. That's true. They are. But if we give them no reason to do it, and they have to forcefully make shit up, right? Then I can call them out and correct the record and just make them look like a fool, right? But if we give them stuff they can use, whether we intentionally give it to them or not, because human beings react normally, right? Human beings react at a normal level, right? And I understand the things these people are doing and saying on purpose to get that reaction, they're hard to ignore. I'll be the first one to tell you that. They're hard to ignore because we're humans. We all have feelings, right? We all have emotions. And You know, when people crawl under our skin, it's a natural thing to defend and protect yourself and then to react and overreact at times, right? Nothing wrong with sharing, your response. But try to do it with the least amount of emotion as possible. Not because you're not feeling emotional, because if you show it, they're going to use it against you. And it's just going to continue the cycle to go on and on and on and on and on and on and on. Right? I said nice things about you, Sarah, and I'm not taking them back. Because I truly believe that you have a good heart and soul, no matter what anyone says. That doesn't mean the things you do when you perform on YouTube as your content or to help out Mr. J or Miss T or the whole situation. That doesn't mean when you use your performance theater experience as a former actress in Hollywood, because you're good at that. That's what you used to do for a living. You understand that better than anyone. You understand how to play people's emotions for a reaction and then turn it into drama content, right? That's what it all boils down to, right? And same thing with Mr. J. Same thing with Mr. J and Miss T. You all understand performance theater. And you all understand what it takes to generate reactions by preying on people's vulnerabilities, right? But let me ask you this question. Do you folks like it when people prey on your vulnerabilities? Because I don't do that. I'm not that kind of person. All I'm doing is correcting the record. All I'm doing is sharing the truth, right? And here's the thing, Sarah. I'm going to put my video, or our video that I did with Dawn, back to public. Like, I'm going to run a few errands after this. So probably like in about an hour or two, that video will be put back to public. And if you want to stay up all night and you want to go over the stream, I'm not telling you I'm giving you permission to do it. What I'm saying is, do what you got to do. Do what you got to do. And I'm going to leave you alone because, hey, whatever. I've already said what I had to say. Right? Again, I'm not granting anyone permission to do it, but I also understand there's fair use. And that's all good. Just know I'm going to leave you alone because I'm choosing to. And I didn't want to stop you from doing it in the first place because I don't want to put content to private all the time, especially good content like what we did earlier that already has a lot of views. It could be getting more, right? But I wanted to make sure that I responded to your community postings and what was put out. And then in your comment section, you said that you're going live at 5, right? I wanted to at least put this out there and at least have my say before you do whatever you're going to do with our stream from earlier once it's back to public in a few hours or less, right? I'm trying to tell everyone here. The reason, look, a lot of people are wondering, why am I being so nice to Sarah? Do I really feel exactly the way? Yes, I do, because I know who she is, and I know she's performing. Does it make it right regarding what she's doing for performance? No, I don't. I believe not. But see, at the same time, we also have the option to tune her out, to ignore her, and if we have to talk about her, because the reason why I talked about her today is because she was on a panel with the defendant in my circuit civil case along with Miss T, right? And she mentioned a bunch of things. Some of it was pretty good. Some of it I disagree with. But a lot of what she put out there was very telling to me regarding where her head and heart is at. Now, again, understand, just because her head and heart's in the right place doesn't mean she's going to stop being loyal to the group she's been supporting for the last 5 years. She may even be conflicted with what's right. Like I mentioned earlier to you folks, this is what you don't get, right? When it comes to people like Donald Trump, even if other Republican, Congress people and senators, if his own party goes against him, then Trump goes crazy and shuns you and tries to excommunicate you, right? So even if Sarah's conflicted with what's right here, she has loyalty to Mr. J, right? And as much as that may even be conflicting with what she morally feels is right, if she doesn't support him, then she would probably get excommunicated from the group. Now, in my opinion, I feel there are better places she can invest her time, but it's not my decision to tell a grown woman what to do. That's her choice. That's her choice what to do. She can go wherever she wants and do whatever she wants. I'm just mentioning this here because I want you folks to understand where I'm coming from, right? One thing I didn't mention in the stream earlier, we're on lap 2, right? One thing I didn't mention earlier, I'll mention it here. There was someone else. I'm not going to mention if they're a man or a woman. I'm not going to mention who it is, and not even Sarah is going to figure it out. Because she'll try to, because that's what she does. She's good, but she won't be able to figure this out. I asked somebody years ago, I asked them, whose side is Sarah really on? And you know what they said? They said that she's not on anyone's side. She's on all sides. She plays all sides of the fence. She wants to be friends with everyone. Now, that's how she tries to be. That's how I've seen her to be, right? But here's the thing. In this case, regarding my business being a direct conflict of, the person that she's supporting, Mr. J, because he constantly talks about my business, uses my content, violates my copyright, defames my character and all that. I can't be a part of that, right? Besides that, it would be a different story. Okay. So, I've learned, when it comes to Sarah, I've learned to just accept her for who she is and what she does. I know that's hard to understand. That doesn't mean I agree with everything she does. I don't agree with most of the things that she does because she's doing those things to help out Mr. J and that community. When it comes to her heart and soul and the type of person she is, I believe that's a far different person than the way she performs when she's trying to help Mr. J. Does that make sense or does that not make sense? Okay? I don't know how much more I can say this. So that's why I'm trying to tell our audience here, and I was trying to tell Dawn earlier today. Babe, I love you. Listen, I've named our podcast with your name first. I'll probably change the name of Navigating the Modern World with Eli to Navigating the Modern World with Dawn. Even when I do my shows, out of respect for my lady, I would do that. Right? I respect my woman. I know she's strong. But she also has emotions. So do I. So does everybody. We all have emotions, right? And we also know that women are going to react to everything emotionally, naturally. That's the way women were made. That's the way God made women, right? And then when you have other women that know how to prey on the vulnerabilities of other women as part of their content strategy, that's really sad. It's really, really sad to prey on the vulnerabilities of other people as your content, just to try to help another creator out. Not everybody likes me, Sarah. Not everybody likes you. Here's the truth of the matter. I'm trying to make peace with my people here. Now, look, you folks are on the other side, and probably none of you will ever be welcome back. And if a select few are ever welcome back, it'll be for the right reasons. But the point I'm trying to make here is that not everybody likes me, not everybody likes you. And if my lady right now feels like she can't trust you, or feels like she's still very hurt and doesn't want to like you, that's on her. And same with Tia, and same with Sandra or anyone else. I personally don't have a problem with you because I know how you are deep within, above and beyond all of this garbage that you're helping out the defendant with, right? And you're going to keep helping them, and you're loyal to them, and I get that, right? I totally get that. I totally understand that, right? And you keep doing whatever you want to do that makes you happy, right? But all I'm saying is that when I know you're performing along with Mr. J, he's performing along with Miss T, she's performing. I think you're all performing even with the transcript thing. You all commented under Miss T's posting where she said she got the transcript, and the only way she would have it is if she screen recorded. If she screen recorded our stream while we were live. And if not, then she's just putting that out there, and then you, SB, and you, Mr. J, are just commenting below that just to try to amplify it to the audience, right? We got some people coming, so I'm just going to wait. And if she had the video, wouldn't Miss T just give Sarah the video, and then Sarah would do her show anyway? Give me a break here. Give me a break. And the fact that all three of these people are watching us all day and reacting to us all day, right? Now, we're creating content. We're responding to a stream that happened last night. Right, we're responding. We did not use any of their content. We paraphrased what they said. We did not state things verbatim. We did not defame them. We did not attack them. We did not harass them. And Dawn certainly, Sarah, did not harm you, did not troll you in a harmful way. How can, let me ask you this, Sarah. How in the world can my lady Dawn troll you when she's live on a stream with me? We're both on video, and both of our first and last names on the video. How is that considered trolling to you? And then harmful trolling. Why? Because my lady says she doesn't like you? Like, I can't control who she likes and doesn't like. And I don't think she wants to feel that way about you, Sarah. So how about we start giving Dawn a different reason to like you? How about we start giving other people a reason to like you? Because I think what's really going on, I think you know it, is the fact that This is all performance. And see, everyone here knows you're performing. They know Mr. J is performing. They know Miss T is performing, right? But even when you folks are performing, it's still harmful at times with what you say and how you say things, right? Right? And how you folks take things out of context. Why can't we stop that, right? Why can't we stop the harmful stuff, right? And stuff that's exaggerated and taken out of context, right? Why can't we stop that? I've got a bunch of cars popping in. I'm going to let them pass before I cut across. It looks like they're having soccer practice tonight. It's not raining, so that's good. All right. All right. We are back live. We are back live. Babe, if you can hear me clearly and see me clearly, can you just send me a quick text and just put a 1 in the chat, or not 1 in the chat's disabled. Put a 1 in the text there if you can hear me clearly and see me clearly. Thank you, babe. Okay, so Miss T does have the transcription because I guess apparently she said she uses something called Clipto, which doesn't require a YouTube video to be processed or the transcript to be processed. Now, as far as accuracy goes, I can't tell you what the accuracy is, but I don't care if she has a transcript or not. She said she'll be talking about it live tomorrow. Okay, you go right ahead and do that, ma'am, and you keep the outrage cycle going. And yeah, we'll just keep playing this game, ma'am. We'll go back and forth. And I'll just keep pulling your transcripts and responding to you and debunking your lies until you and your audience gets tired, because there was nothing wrong with that stream. And Dawn had every right to feel that way about Sarah. She was not harassing Sarah. She was not attacking Sarah. She's unhappy about the past that's still unresolved, and so are other people. Now, Miss T, I said nothing but nice things about Sarah despite other things that have been said about me in the past, because I shared what I believe is happening. Oh, God. I honestly feel that Sarah's a... All right, I got cut off. We're back live. We're back live. Babe, let me know again if you can hear me through your text, because the live chat's disabled. Okay. Let me know if you can hear me through a text. I can. Thank you, babe. Appreciate that. Thanks for the real-time quick response. There's only like a 3-second delay on the mobile streams. It's like almost instant. It's like low latency, ultra low latency. That's pretty good. It's pretty near real time. Yeah, so look, Miss T. Do what you got to do. You need content, you're going to respond to it. That stream was pretty good. But I'll tell you this, Miss T. I'm going to make you a promise right here. If you start going at Dawn, if you or anyone in your chat start going at Dawn regarding alcohol, regarding DUIs, regarding DV, regarding stuff we've talked about, I can promise you this, Miss T. I can promise you this. We will start to do the same thing on the flip side, because there's a lot of public information out there, Miss T, that we can legally and rightfully talk about, that I've personally restrained myself from talking about, because I've tried to be very understanding, right? So if you want to go that route where you want to do a stream and you want to trash my woman because you want to make it come off like because the fact that she said she doesn't like Sarah and she wasn't mean about it. She's just disappointed at some of the stuff that Sarah and her people and your people have said about her in the past. And same thing with many other people. So because Dawn stated her opinion about Sarah, now you're going to make a whole thing about it, and then Sarah makes a big deal about it, right? Most of the people on your end don't like me, so what's the big deal, right? What's the big deal? Give me a second, I'll be right back. We are back live. We are back live. Hang on a second. All right. I'm sure we're good. If it's otherwise, then Dawn will tell me. Oh, 1. She just sent me my woman's great. She proactively sent me a 1. Thank you, babe. I think we'll be good for the rest of the show. Sorry about that. Yeah, the stream will be put back to public within the next hour or two, Miss T. So, yeah. Yeah, you downloaded the transcript within the first 30 minutes after my stream ended. Our stream ended. That just shows how vested you are, man. I mean, the fact that you're doing that is telling me you are proactively seeking my content because that's what you and your audience want. You're hooked on it. You're hooked on it. This is really, honestly, folks. This is really some obsessive stuff between Mr. J and Miss T. Now, I'm not going to say that about Sarah, not because I'm not favoring Sarah. Don't get me wrong. I'm not favoring Sarah. She just doesn't make as much content on us. And she hasn't done it in a long time. She may start doing a little bit now. Fine, whatever, right? It's all good. But she's not obsessive like these other two people are. And I'll tell you this, I will give you this, Sarah. You are much stronger emotionally, much more stronger emotionally than both Mr. J and Mrs. T combined. Take that as a compliment. It's the truth of the matter. I mean, look, hey, if you folks want to go back and forth every day with your dumb stuff, and we'll correct the record, and I'll bring Dawn on once or twice a week. Babe, would you have a problem? You let me know in the text. Would you have a problem coming on with me once or twice a week when necessary to correct the record? Heck, babe, maybe we do this again tomorrow, but not as long. What do you think, babe? Should we go live? I'll tell you what. How about we go live the same time? How about we go live the same time that Miss T goes live tomorrow? How's that? Would you like that, Miss T? Would you like us to play this game with you? You want us to play this game with you? It's stupid. It's ridiculous. But you folks just don't stop. You don't stop whether we talk about you or not. So we're going to hammer it head on. Now here's the thing. Sarah, if you want to do a fair use assessment when I put the stream back to public, if you want to fairly assess it and do it the right way, you can respond to Dawn. You can say that, hey, maybe it hurts that Dawn doesn't like you and you wish she could like you, right? Can we do the response in a reasonable human way? Because honestly, I wish we could all get along, Sarah. I wish we could all get along. And this is really ridiculous. Yes, the whole thing is ridiculous. And I'll even say this, and I'm not undermining my court case regarding this, but even having to go to court over this is ridiculous, but I had no other choice. I had no other choice. The whole thing is ridiculous because two people on that end, Sarah, Mr. J and Miss T, can't contain their emotions, can't stop doing what they're doing as their content that's very harmful to other people, including myself, especially myself. You want to know what, Miss T? Go ahead and use clips. It'll be public. Go ahead and use clips and talk about it to your audience tomorrow. You won't need that damn transcript that you got within the first 30 minutes. The video will be available. Let's see what you got to say, right? Right, and don't worry, I'm not going to flag. I will tell you right now, I won't flag either one of you down. I want to see what you've got. I want to see if you've got some substance to respond to our professional stream from earlier. But if you attack my Lady Dawn, you attack the DVs, you attack the DUIs, you attack all that, and I'm telling you, then it's fair game. Then it's fair game, and then I start to look at more public records. I don't want to go there. But here's the thing, and there's nothing wrong with it, right? Nothing wrong with public records, right? But even some public records I wouldn't want to talk about because I know how much they hurt people, especially you, Miss T. But that choice is going to be yours. And I'll tell you the same thing. Judge Ayub said, like you said to me, Miss T, Judge Ayub said, you reap what you sow, right? Right? So I'll tell you this right now, Miss T. Tomorrow, whatever you reap in that stream, you will sow. I promise you, you will sow what you reap. I promise you, no doubt about it. When I get back to the parking lot, I'm going to end this because I got to run a couple errands and I do want to spend time with my lady. And by the way, Sarah, come on. The whole dinner thing, yeah, sometimes Dawn will have a meal because she gets hungry around this time, and I usually go walking around this time. So she'll have like a little snack, and then she'll eat the rest of her food when I come home. Like most people eat 5 times a day, 5 small meals, and that's what Dawn does. So what was the point of the posting? Was it just to try to get an emotional response from Dawn or I? Like, what was it? Like, I just don't understand, right? I have no problem with you, Sarah, Miss T, or anyone else. I have no problem with you folks reacting to our videos, but do it the right way. React to what we're saying, not make things up, not talk about dumb things that are irrelevant Because what that's telling me is that if you're going to nitpick things out of these streams about Don saying that I eat before Eli, it's because the rest of the stuff you don't want to touch because you know the rest of the stuff, I'm correcting the record from what you guys said last night, and you know you don't want to go there. And I understand that. I get it. You want to stay out of it. I get it. But come on. Respond to the substance of our content, not one nitpicky aspect of, oh, Don eats dinner before Eli. They never eat together. Oh, yeah. Oh, Don and Eli are more like roommates. Don and Eli, you know, they come on. Really, come on. Right? I'm not mad about it. If you want to keep posting that stuff, whatever. Right? It's all good. Right? I'm just saying, what's the point? What is the point? You want the reaction from me? Here you go. You got my reaction. You've all got my reaction. All right. So what's next? Where are we gonna go with this next? Tomorrow or maybe later tonight? If you want to do the stream, Sarah, I will not flag you. You can use clips and you can talk about it all night until the sun rises in the morning. Because it's a long ass 3, almost 4-hour stream, right? Same with you. And then tomorrow, Miss T, you can keep the party going. I won't flag you down either. You got my word right here. I promise you, just on this stream. This is just you, both of you. As far as you defendant, you have no permission. None. Zero. Zilch. Whatever you do, I'm not giving you permission. I'm giving you permission to Miss T and SB. Miss SB will probably go live tonight and talk about it till the sun rises, and then Miss T will wake up and keep the party going. Woohoo! Wonderful. Right. My God. And don't threaten to flag me, Miss T. And I'm not threatening you, Miss T. I have not threatened you. Don't try to make up fake threats to post on your community wall to egg on your people to false flag me, to mass flag me, right? I'm not violating any terms. Right? You don't play fair, Miss T. Miss T, one of your weapons is trying to take people's channels down to destroy your enemy by taking their channel down, right? Yet, you accuse other people of trying to do that to you, but you do that to them, right? That's funny. It's funny. Mr. J is the same way, right? Yeah. I look forward to your threats, Miss T. I look forward to them on your community wall, right? I look forward to everything. What you got coming? Heck, you know what? You know what I might even start to do? I might just start to share all of your content on my community wall. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that, babe. I think I'm going to start to share their community postings and share when they go live. Right? That's actually a pretty good plan because then I might be able to reverse the algorithm, right? How many more pats on the back do you want, Miss T? You want more pats on the back? Right? The only reason why I put that video to private is because I wanted to respond to Sarah's postings. And now that you've gotten involved, Miss T, respond to you. Now, I said what I had to say. The court of public opinion can hear my reaction first instead of just blindly hearing yours after Don and I just did a pretty good stream to correct the record, right? Tomorrow's another day. Tomorrow is another day. Let's see what happens. Will anything change? We'll see, right? I'm going to walk down to the end here, walk back, and then we're going to wrap it up. Babe, if you have anything that you want to send me right now, now I cannot read a quote because I can't keep it on the screen at the same time to read it. So don't send me a quote right now, babe. I won't be able to read it. But if there's anything you want to say, one line, send it to me now. She said, nope. Do you want to be able to say goodnight to our people or something, babe, in a text? Okay. Do you want me to say goodnight to our audience for you, babe? Just our supporters. Okay. Yeah. Don wants to say goodnight to our supporters. I'm going to just say this, okay? Don and I are reasonable people. And if people are going to be reasonable with us, then they're more than welcome to participate here. If they're not going to be reasonable, that's fine. We're not here to insult or attack anyone. We're not here to create more outrage. I'm just going to let you do what you're going to do. All right? And that's why, hey, do what you got to do. Do what you got to do. Stream's going to be put back to public, not right after this stream ends, but probably within the hour, maybe hour and a half at the most. Same exact stream. No edits, no nothing. I truly have a lot of love for everyone deep within. Even people that don't deserve my love, I have a lot of love for you too. And I have hope for you. I have hope for everyone. I have hope for everyone, right? Some people don't stop. Some people have been out here on the internet harming people for a long time. Oh, I was looking to see where the fire engine went. Okay. All right, it's all good. It's all good. Yeah, Miss T, you've been doing this for years between Kiwi Farms and here, and you've been picking new targets, right? And now you finally say you call yourself a drama channel, right? At what point are you going to cut out this nonsense? You've got someone at home to take care of, someone at home to protect. And the last thing, in my opinion, you should be doing is harmful, hateful, and abusive drama content, right? I would never, ever, ever take the chances that these people do. But I'm not them. They make their own choices, right? Everybody makes their own choices. Every choice has consequences, right? Actions have consequences, right? And here's the thing, it's not me that you have to worry about. I'm the least of your worries. When people play with fire long enough, eventually they burn themselves. Right? The law of karma will get to them, right? What you put out, you get back. My lady Dawn truly has love for everyone, just like I do. But she's been hurt. Let me tell you this, Sarah, real quick. One more thing. My lady's been hurt. Okay? I'm not going to go into detail, but you've been hurt too. You've been hurt too. So you know how it feels. You know exactly what Dawn has been through. And you know exactly how hard her recovery was. She's made tons of changes. You know what? One time, turn the drama off, turn the performance off, and try to talk to me and to some other people over here like you used to talk to me when we were friends. Because that's how I know of you. This performance version is just not the same person. No one's trying to hurt you, ma'am. No one on our end is trying to hurt any of you. You all know that. But the type of content you folks create, continuously amping up the performance just to keep that audience around, it's gotten to the point of where, like, I've been done for a while. I'm more done now. And if I have to keep fighting this every day, 2-3 times a day, I'll just keep going. I'll keep going. And let me tell you, the algorithm rewards outrage, right? If you guys are going to keep creating outrage, I'll respond to your outrage, and people will watch it, right? And I'll keep responding it 2-3 times a day, right? And then we can juice up the algorithm just like you guys have done it at my expense for years, right? Right? I'd rather do things differently, but you folks have left me with no choice. You've left me with no choice, right? So, I'm very reasonable, and if you folks choose to be reasonable too, right, then we can all move on from this. And here's the thing. I want to make it just very, very clear that my issues, I have issues, legal issues with one person, possibly a second one. I don't have any legal issues with anyone else. With the defendant, and potentially there could be legal issues coming for the Florida lady. I have no legal issues with anyone else. No one else has harmed me at that level, with the exception of those two. And I'm sorry if there are other people that are friends with those two, or one or the other, hey, you know what? Maybe these people should have thought of their actions first. Maybe they should have, you know, thought about it a second or third or fourth time before taking some of the actions that they took, right? One hour and 5 minutes, almost 1 hour and 6 minutes. Love you all. Have a good one. Take care. And as always, be good to each other. See you all tomorrow. Good night, everyone.